We've got Heather Thomson from Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back. Oh, and from the Real Housewives of New York, Heather Thomson. But next...
All right, we'll be back. From Real Housewives of New York, Heather Thomson is here. My New York gal. I've seen a few.
You know, I am such a huge fan of the Real Housewives of New York. But I am now, because look who's coming in here.
You're going to love Heather.
Okay, you told me that. You told me I'm going to love her.
She is smart. She's a good businesswoman. You're going to like her a lot. She's the CEO of the shapewear line Yummie Tummy and one of the Real Housewives from New York City, the one always lending her help. And she's trying to be the peacemaker, but it doesn't always work out. Take a look.
5 more shots and we'll switch setups.
This is looking good.
That face was beautiful.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's cute. They're both James' campaign.
No. You won't give me credit for this campaign, I feel like.
Leanne knows nothing about business. She knows how to marry well and divorce well. I'm sorry. It's called spade a spade.
I said it as her bread and butter. She goes, oh, her bread and butter is her wine? And you said yes, that goes.
I can't deal. I cannot. Like, Aviva is confusing me. It's clearly not right talking behind someone's back the minute they leave the room.
Hey, Mama. I don't know how you got it.
I was having flashbacks for a second.
Come meet Steve. I'm excited for you to meet him. I keep telling him how much he's going to love you.
You're looking good West Coast style, girl.
Thank you.
You're old friends, huh?
Yeah.
How are you? Nice to see you.
We look great. I'm so glad
Have
to
a
be
seat.
here. Oh,
I know, it's so good to have you here. I felt like when I was watching that show.
Did you bring me underwear?
I
What is
brought you
this?
some panties, honey.
Oh, thank you so much.
Those are her yummy tummies. That's where it all began.
Yeah, it really
That's the
is.
baby.
That's the baby. That's the real me.
Look at all this energy popping out of
Watching
there.
the show, she's
Yeah.
what you see on the show is what you get. But these women, you literally were trying to help them out, share your wisdom. You're such a brilliant business person, and they were coming, picking your brain. And it's like no good deed goes unpunished.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Sonia really wanted help with her toaster oven. I just don't think,
Which is so ridiculous.
I don't know if the toaster oven will ever really see the light of day, you know.
Not the toaster oven.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't. You can't make that. People always ask me, is it really real? And you're right. You can't make this stuff up. It's really real.
Could I ask a question? You seem like a reasonable person. Why did you go on the show?
Well, really, there were 3 reasons why I decided to do the show. The first one is I did want to promote my brand. I wanted the world to know about Yummie because it's really for women. And
Yummie Tummy.
Yummie Tummy.
Okay.
Yummie by Heather Thomson is the brand name, and Yummie Tummy is really the shapewear part of the collection.
All right, so reason number 1.
Reason number 1, like Yummie jeans, like these are just yummy.
She's
But
expanding
this is
Yummie everywhere.
I like that you moved to the Yummie.
Yeah, I got to move to the Yummie.
Okay.
This is Yummie.
Okay.
She's all about women looking good, feeling
That's
good.
reason number 1.
That's
reason
Reason
number
1 to show women that they could look and feel good.
Okay.
In their clothes. The second was to promote organ donation, which is a cause very near and dear to my
So
heart.
you went on Real Housewives for that?
I
Okay.
really did
All
because
right,
it was an
noble.
amazing platform. I mean, when Bravo knocks on your door, you got to listen, and that was like the third reason. It was a life opportunity.
And this
How can
really
I
means
turn
something
it
to her, 'cause
down?
your son,
Yes.
obviously living today because of organ donation.
My son is living today because of an organ donation.
All right,
He had a liver transplant
So
at
I
6
can't
months old.
just attack you for being a fame whore.
No, I'm not. I didn't do the show
Okay.
to become famous. I
Okay.
did the show because the platform was an amazing platform for me to share with the world some of the things that were important to me. And I thought I could make a difference on the show because I had watched the show before. And I thought, you know, are these chicks turning up the volume here? Is this really what it's all about? And I wanted to kind of show a New Yorker that was really working, that didn't just have a big alimony check
Will you last on this series since you seem to be reasonable?
Pretty normal.
You know, I had a really good time doing it. I really did. I learned a lot about myself, about other women, about just kind of life in general.
Yeah.
So for an opportunity like that, if I can keep growing from it, well, then I'm going to keep doing it.
Have you made real friends or friends when the camera stops rolling you don't care?
I made real friends. I really did.
Because here, when the camera stops rolling,
you guys, I
we
know.
don't
I mean,
care.
it's
Yeah.
constant.
It's over.
I know. You're awful. I really made real friends, and I can use someone like Ramona, funny enough, as an example. Ramona and I really got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
And we really
Was she
did
the one
not.
with the toaster?
She would
No.
no. She's the other one. She's the one that yelled at me
This
an
one.
awful lot. Yeah.
Has
What?
her eyes like bugging out of her head,
now
screaming at Heather all the
That's a
time.
perfect shot of Ramona and I because that's our relationship now, and I can say to her, she can get in my face like that, and because I kind of understand her better, and that door kept opening. I kept trying to find like that good in Ramona. Now I can see it, and so now I can say to her, Ramona, you got to tone it down. You're being a little crazy.
You're so good
and
like
she
that.
won't take it as
She doesn't-
offense.
yeah, okay. She's not attacked.
No, she doesn't feel attacked.
You're married?
I'm married, very happily married. I have
kids.
2 beautiful children.
How does he feel about this?
Jonathan was a little trepidatious about
would
doing the
think
show.
so.
Cute. He was on the show a few
you know, my
times.
family does the show with me, but the show really, I signed up for the show, and so I give them slice of life with my family. But my kids are 8 and 5, and when they're old enough to say, "Hey, Mom, I want to be on TV,"
It's child abuse if you put them on
yeah,
now.
you
Don't
know,
you
it's
think so?
slice of life. Like when I say to them, "Do you guys want to film us ice skating or something for Housewives?" They're like, "Yeah."
Can I tell you something?
And then they'll do it.
Her
If they don't, I
family
don't.
came to visit, and her family said, "Oh, "We don't want to be
There's
near
a
the
show in
cameras."
itself.
Yeah,
And-
they come out in the studio.
My
They're
mom
still
had her
here.
hair
We're still
blown
in the
out.
studio.
She got
gonna
the
take my
spray
chair?
tan. Oh, don't put me on.
Yeah, wherever the
Don't
camera
put me
was,
on.
that's where they were standing. Yes.
That is so funny. John is dissimilar to that. He really, at first, was uncomfortable around the cameras, and then they do fade to black. You do start to forget that they're there.
That's right.
And then John got a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah,
but
you forget the
yeah,
cameras.
he's
you
a
do.
piece of my life, a very big, important piece of my life, as are my children. But it's not really what you see every day from 9 to 5, if you will. You know what I mean? I'm working.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
and-
it's got to be heightened or it's not TV.
Yeah,
there has to be
exactly.
conflict or it's not TV.
And Jax was on the show a lot about organ donation because that he'll do until he tells me he doesn't
And
want
there
to.
was a whole episode about that, so
Yeah,
kudos to
right.
you for
It
really
was
getting
great.
the word out.
And I got to tell you, some wonderful things happened with that because I had a lot of people email me. Over 300 people have signed up to be organ donors after seeing our story, and I actually am in connection now with Jax's organ donor family.
Good for you.
So that is
Good
just
for you.
the best in the whole world because they are
And by the
everything
way,
to
let me add that her mother looked really good on it.
And with the spray
She looked
tan,
great.
of course.
She looked great.
Well, if your mom looks anything like you, or you look anything like your mom,
I've got good genes.
Thank you for the underwear too. I appreciate it.
you're
Okay.
The pink ones.
yeah,
She
you
gets
can have the pink ones. Yummy tummy,
We'll be back.
amazing.
Amazing. No more muffin top.